Hello everyone, myself Michael Ravina, Associate Professor, Department of Computer Science and Engineering. The subject is CS 3492 Database Management Systems. The unit is Implementation Techniques. The topic is File Organization. The database is stored as a collection of files. Each file is a collection of record. A record is a sequence of field. The records are classified into two types. First one is a fixed length record, then second one is a variable length record. Fixed length record means assume the record size is fixed. Each file has records of one particular type. Only different files are used for different relation. It is one of the simple approach, and record access is simple. Example, pseudocode type. There are two problems are arrived in fixed length record approach. First one is difficult to delete the record from the structure. Next one is some record will cross block boundaries. This is the part of the record will be stored in one block and another part in another block. This is one of the important problems in this approach. Next one is a variable length record. The variable length record is represented by using byte strings. In this approach, it attached an end of the record control character of the end of each record. Difficulty with deletion. The main disadvantage of the variable length record is it is not easy to reuse space occupied formerly by deleted record. There is no space in general for records grows longer. Organization of records in files. The records are organized in files based on these structures. First one is the sequential. Sequential means it stores record in sequential order. That means based on the value of search key, each value record is stored. Next one is the heap. Heap means a record can be placed anywhere in the file where there is a space. Then next one is the hashing. Here a hash function is computed on some attribute of each record. The result specifies in which the block of the particular file record should be placed. Sequential file organization. It is suitable for applications that require sequential processing of the entire file. The records in the file are ordered by a search key. There are two operations. Operations are performed in the sequential file organization. First one is a deletion. That means use pointer chains. For deletion, it uses the pointer chains. Next one is the insertion. Here, to insert any value, locate the position where the record is to be inserted. If there is free space, insert there. If there is no free space, insert the record in the overflow block. In either case, pointer chain must to be updated. The sequential is easiest method for file organization. In this method, files are stored sequentially. This method can be implemented in two ways. First one is the pile file method. It is a quite simple method. In this method, we store the record in the sequence, that is one after another. Here the record will be inserted in the order in which they are inserted into the tables. In case of updating or deleting any record, the record will be searched in the memory blocks. When it is found, then it will be marked for deleting and the new record is inserted. This is the structure of the record. That means first starting of the file, that is R1, next R like this, next R8 is the end of the file. Next method is a sorted file method. In this method, the new record is always inserted at the file's end and then it will sort in sequence in ascending or descending order. Sorting of record is based on any primary key or any other key. In the case of modification of any record, it will update the record and then sort the file. And lastly, the updated record is placed in the particular right place. This is the structure of the record. Next one is the heap file organization. It is the simplest and most basic type of organization. It works with data blocks. In heap file organization, the records are inserted at the file's end. When the records are inserted, it does not require the sorting or ordering of record. When the data block is full, the new record is stored in the some other block. This new data block need not to be very next data block, but it can select any data block in the memory to store new records. The heap file is also known as an unordered file. In the file, every record has a unique ID. That means every page in a file is of the same size. It is the DBMS responsibility to store and manage the new records. This is the format of heap file organization. Here the first one is the data records, then second one is the data blocks in memory. Each record is maintained in the block of memory, that is R1 is stored in the data block 2, R3 is stored. Like this, the records are stored in the organization, is not in an ordered file. The heap file organization insertion. Suppose if you are to adding to one file, that is R2. Suppose we have 5 records, that is R1, R2, these are. Suppose we want to insert a new record R2 in a heap. If the data block 3 is full, if it is full means then it will be inserted in any of the database selected by the DBMS. If you want to search, update or delete in the file organization, then we need to traverse the data of starting of the file till we get the requested record. This is a heap file organization.